On the 6th of July 1992, Jordan came into the lives of myself and my wife Dawn and Jared. From an early age, Jordan was full of fun, always smiling, always giggling. When he went to bed at night, he giggled when he went to sleep. Lovely, lovely kid, but full of mischief from day one.
He did lots of things that were really laughable. For instance, in my own house, he mixed sweeteners that you put in your tea. He mixed them with my sugar. But he was full of fun and he was full of mischief, and that was just him.
We had great fun growing up, but there were some challenges too. Jared, his older brother, has cerebral palsy, and his mum has mobility difficulties which were diagnosed while Jordan was growing up as well.
It affects my life, just whereby it affects my mobility. Growing up, Jordan knew or was aware of that from his young age, so he always sort of became my protector. He always looked out for anyone. It doesn't matter if it was me, my mum, or anyone else for that matter. He just wanted to look after people and make sure they were okay, and he was always there to help.
When Jordan was 9 years old, when we were on holiday and we were walking past, and it was this homeless man that was sitting there begging, and Jordan stopped, walked back, and he put some money in the cup.
But then Jordan said, look, I don't need the money, he needs it more than me. So Mum and Dad were pleased at what he had done, so that sort of shows me his sort of nature.
He wanted to help other people, whether it be young people, old people, homeless, disabled. He just helped people and thrived on it, enjoyed it.
At 13, Jordan was diagnosed with having epilepsy, and around that time he'd been having some seizures at school.
Jordan, probably a bit like myself with my own disability, sort of thought, I'm not going to change the way I do things, I'm just going to live my life as normal.
He had a very, very good relationship with his rugby coach at the school, who treated him as a young adult as opposed to a pupil.
He was a team player. He was the guy that would go along and lift somebody up if they missed a tackle or they weren't having a great game. He was the guy that took things seriously, but also knew that there was something more important in sport than just winning or losing, and that was the relationships that were being built through that process. Jordan's always been, in my mind, the arm around, the shoulder guy that would have needed it.
Jordan graduated in July 2014, and then he moved to Belfast before starting his first job. In October 2014, 12th of October, a day I'll never forget, whenever I got a call from his friend to say, Jordan is having a seizure and he doesn't seem to be coming round from it.
I was in work whenever I got a call. It was a missed call from Jordan's phone about 5 minutes before, and I rang back and sort of said, hi, what's up? And then it was, hi Jenny, it's Jared.
Basically, I couldn't really understand what was going on. I knew Jordan wasn't well. As a result of the seizure, he hadn't come round, and his heart had stopped in the house. The paramedics were called.
Jordan had suffered a catastrophic brain injury caused when his heart had stopped and that the oxygen had stopped flowing to his brain.
It was just the worst thing, you know, to happen to your best friend.
Jordan never regained consciousness from Sunday the 12th, and on the 18th of October, he died. I remember that thinking that night, whenever he died, how I had held him in his arms the day he was born, and I held him in my arms on the night he died.
We were trying to make arrangements for what was going to happen, and then we found out that he'd registered as an organ donor.
I think that it gave great comfort to all of us whenever we knew he had done that. It was such a reflection that he was going to do something so lovely to give life to other people when they had no control over their circumstances either.
From he was a young kid up until he was 22, just wanted to help others regardless. And again, me personally, I'll always be proud and thankful that he did that.
After Jordan passed and we were grieving, and still are, we thought, how can we best remember this big guy. And I thought, let's start a charity in his memory.
Jordan's gift was his organs, so we thought we'll carry that on in the charity, because we're raising money and that's our gift, but Jordan's gift in that respect.
I just feel so proud that something amazing can come from such a terrible experience, and so proud that he can have his name to something that's going to do such wonderful things for other people.
Hence we've started this to keep his memory alive for us, family and friends, and to help other people as well.
I like to remember him like that, the happy times that we had with him.
What colour should the horse be?
Just whatever colour she has.
I don't know, what would you like?
Just whatever colour she has.
Okay. Alright, so is that okay? Just the horsey request?
A fun person, a loving person, who would do anything for anyone regardless of the situation. I'd always do it with the best intentions. I'm just the best brother ever.
I'd like everyone who thinks about Jordan, when they hear his name, to smile, because that's what he would have brought into my life, along the corridors and at school and on the pitches. So think of Jordan, smile, and know that he's smiling.